Hi there, everyone. It's me, Royston. Gonna do something a little different today, just for basically so that the channel has some videos on it for people to watch, so the channel doesn't completely dry. Because my Crohn's has been getting a bit bad lately. I've been quite ill. I think I might be anemic. We'll see how that goes. And also, it's almost 2 years since I, Royston Charmaine, released the only music that I have released so far and probably ever. A 6-track EP that is, of course, a concept EP. And without too much further ado, I'm going to start playing it and we're going to go through it. I'll talk about the concept that I tried to make. I'll talk about the music. Talk about what I remember of the production. And we'll just see if it's actually any good. I haven't heard this in maybe a year. I went through a phase of wanting to be a synthwave producer, as I think most people into synthwave have done. From what I remember, it's fairly bad, but I was proud of it at the time. I guess let's just hit play and see what this is like. Let's see how good or bad this is. You can see there on the left, I was pushing it in a lot of different places. The artwork for the album cover, by the way, is by XuTeng Pan. I tried to contact him at the time to get permission, and I tried every avenue I could find, and I didn't get any replies. And so I just used it anyway, which I definitely should not have done. But there it is. I also made an animation using it, which you're going to see in a minute. But the first part of the first song will play with this advert on the cover, and then we'll move into the animation. But yeah, let's roll. I'm hitting play now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware that curfew will begin in just a few minutes. Curfew is mandatory for all citizens. Anybody outside of their homes after curfew will be prosecuted. Be safe and have a lovely evening.
So there you go. We're beginning with a song called Forbidden. And the idea of this song is to build the world. And those kind of PA announcements made to the entire city at the same time are very much a core part of the world building and how I try and set out this story. They're the only spoken words in any of the songs. Other than that, it's entirely instrumental. And so this world is one where it's a giant city, as you can see in the cover, in the animation there. And everything is forbidden, basically. You're only allowed to live where they tell you, work where they tell you. You're only allowed to travel between where you live and where you work, with the occasional dispensation for, going out and having some fun. It's a very strict society, but very, very 1984. I think I just read 1984 when I started coming up with this idea, which is very clear. But then, yes, the song itself isn't the omnidepressing thing you might expect it to be. It's more, it has a tinge of hope to it, because living in a place like that, you kind of need a bit of hope. So that's why we have the kind of drudgery of the drums and the bass there, but then higher both in the mix and in terms of the pitch, we have the attempt at a more hopeful phrase in the music there. I'm trying to sell that this is a pretty awful place, but people try and make the best of it as they can. Much like us in our world. So yeah, at this point we're yet to be introduced to any of the characters, if you like. I'd say that there are at best 3. One of them being the city and its oppressive government with its rotating robotic voices. And then we have Boy Meets Girl. Because of course we do, because this is synthwave. That's what synthwave is always about. Might not be Boy Meets Girl actually. I never specify genders of anybody because there's no words. It's just well, I'm a straight guy, so that's kind of just how I imagine things, isn't it? But it could be anything really. And there's the opening track to set the world, and then song 2 begins like this. So we keep the falling rain that's heard in the first track, but we kind of dampen it, add a bit of thunder, and then we add the sound of someone sparking up a cigarette. So in my head, this is another thing that's forbidden, but like on the cover, your man finds his way to a rooftop where he can't be observed. Well, not as easily anyway. That guy's kind of stood a bit conspicuously. But finds his way to a secret place so that he can enjoy a cigarette. And then remembers times that were better. So again we have the dark, deep, thudding bass, and then we're joined by the drums in a sec. I talked over the drum fill, then I shouldn't have done that, sorry. But yes, the drums and the bass are very dark, but this time so is the melody. The melody's quite dark. Because now we're focused in on an individual. An individual is very much not happy. And yet we still build. We're still building up. So far, actually, a song and a third in. I actually think this is better than I expected it to be honest. This isn't too bad. I think the thing I remember... There we go, we're into it. I think the thing I remember is that all these tracks are a bit over long. I wasn't very good at keeping things down to 3 or 4 minutes. They often stray towards 5 or 6, which they have no right to do. But yes, so even now that we're into the more hopeful melodic part, it's still not quite reaching the heights that Forbidden did. It's still kind of dark, it's still kind of strained. It's like a forced hopefulness, because this guy or girl is living in their memories, smoking on a rainy rooftop, hoping for something better. There's that undercurrent of positivity, but for the most part, it's undercut by the thudding, deep sorrow of the bass and the drum. That's what I was going for. You can tell me if I pulled it off. This is what I mean about overlong. There's no reason for me to build all the way up, drop it out, and then take this long building it all the way back up again. I don't think. I could have done this a lot quicker and had the same effect. Still building. Still just building up. And there we go. So, I believe the memory in question is one of a girl-boy partner. that he or she had in the past. And this ending is the resolution to do whatever possible to maybe go and find them again. And then that obviously then turns into what the next track becomes, which I believe, from memory here, was called Secret Rendezvous. But saying that, this track might have ages left to run yet, because like I said, I was never very good. Oh no, here it goes, it ends. And the rain dies out. And Secret Rendezvous begins, so I don't really remember anything about this track. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, this was my attempt at like a classic, like actually 80s rather than sort of 2010s synthwave. My attempt at a beat and a feel like that, because it's actually supposed to be, yes it's forbidden, yes it's secret, but it is the beginnings of love. And already, once again, I think 3 tracks in, we're noticing a trend here. I like to build things up, all the way up, and then drop everything out, and then build it all the way back up again with another element, and then drop it all the way out, and then do it again. Sensing a pattern in my work here. Again though, this isn't bad. I feel like I'm conveying the renewed hope in the character from the previous song. I feel like I'm doing that alright. There's the addition of pace and addition of a higher pitched accompaniment to the melody, indicating an elevated adrenaline and excitement. This is alright, you know? This is actually okay. I believe there's another Tannoy speaker system segment. I used there's 3 of them I think in the album. I used 3 different robot voices to convey that it's an entire system of government that's doing this, not just one entity. I think I do. Let's see. Oh yeah, the transition. I'd forgotten this song completely. Because here comes the danger. They broke the law by meeting up.
Attention Citizen 154-53B and Citizen 631-7BY. It appears that you are currently outside of your registered domestic areas. Please proceed to your assigned quarters immediately. Enforcement officers are on the way. Be safe, and have a lovely evening.
I'd love to say that the way the ding-dong kind of warped there was intentional to express the panic and danger. It wasn't. It was an exporting error when when exporting the final version of the track, and I couldn't get it to not do it. That's one thing I do remember about this track. So here we go then, completely different song really, building back up, but if I remember rightly, love does conquer all, and they escape the danger. Let's see. Again, elevating higher and higher in the notes. There it is. Oh, I hope you've got like headphones in or left-right speakers, because we're doing a lap of my head at the minute. I really like that beat. That's really good. Well done 2 years ago, me. Actually, I genuinely like that. Maybe I should start making music again. I probably won't. I don't have time anymore. This was the height of my Crohn's illness 2 years ago. I was signed off from work and I needed something to fill my days. That's what this was. I also made an Android game. We could review that on the channel one day. That's a very abrupt ending. But the reason it ends so abruptly is because it kind of continues in the next song, I believe, because this is going to be morning. Yeah. Start with some bird song. General city sounds, just the rustle. I believe this one's fairly short, because it's just the characters waking up together and the bliss that brings. Yeah. I think there's an additional melody that comes in alongside in a moment, I think. Yeah. Just slow paced, so you're still tired, you've just woken up, but everything in the world in that moment is just fine. It's just where you want it to be. Do I come in with a drum beat here? I hope I don't. The song doesn't need it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that wasn't necessary. Although it's pretty good. That's still pretty good. Got a nice march to it. A nice stutter step. Just adds to the euphoria. This is why I normally like to be able to edit myself. Adds to the euphoria of the moment, I guess, but I think it worked better when it was just a quiet contentedness. So in tracks 5 and 6, I think I remember number 6 being called Until My Last Breath, and that's the climactic ending. Number 5, is it called Night Train? There it is. It's a synthwave album. Of course it's called Night Train. What else would it be called? I can't remember this one much. Oh no, there. Yeah, I remember now. It begins out of nowhere. So I think this is them, one of them anyway, getting a train to go and see the other again. But feeling like all eyes are on them. This is loud as well. So yeah, we've got the panic, the danger. Expressed in the fast pace and the high pitch of the melody. Let's see where it goes. I think it drops out because it's me, yeah. I've done that on every track so far, just built something up and then dropped it all out. Although I quite like that. I remember doing this drum beat and trying to make it sound like train tracks. Even though a city like that would likely not have trains that are actual tracks, but it's like subliminal things, isn't it? But is this all the track is? Where does it go from here? Again, I can't remember what I do, because it's been a long time. Drop it all out again. What else would I do? I think there's going to be a spoken word Evil City section here. Or close to here. Yeah, I'm high pass filtering everything down, aren't I? So low pass filter. Can you also tell that I like Tron Legacy and Daft Punk's soundtrack? Here we go.
Caution Citizen 154-53B. The train you have boarded does not lead to your registered domestic area, nor your registered vocational district. Please disembark at the next stop and return to your assigned quarters for further communication. Disobeying this order will lead to prosecution. Be safe, and have a lovely evening.
So yeah, be safe and have a lovely evening is something that they say every time. And yet, on each of these messages, they get more severe. The first one is just a generic thing that they say every night. Second one is more of a warning. That one's a threat. And yet they still sign off with that same catchphrase. And then the danger builds back. We're back in the train, back in the danger. Oh, it's deeper this time, it's not as high. The panic is gone, it's being replaced by anger. I hope this doesn't go on too much longer. I think I've made my point now. This song could end. Oh, I think it's going to. It is going to. Well done. These tracks aren't outstaying their welcome anywhere near as much as I thought they would. Maybe that's because I'm talking through them and analysing them. So now we're going to the finale. Until my last breath. Okay, bit of a pad to open up, bit of a... Oh wow, yeah, I remember this. I think this is the first thing I wrote for it. This melody. I think I wrote this melody before anything else, and I thought I could build something around this. It's very simple. It's just two different chords playing the same pan. Wow. I have reverbed the shit out of that. That snare, haven't I? Wow. That's actually, I'm going to turn the volume down. That's making me blink every time that snare hits. Again, though, it's not bad. Conveying that determination and that hope and that love. That defiance. And yet, where's the song going to go from here? What am I going to do with it? Drop it all the way? Oh no. I didn't just drop it all the way. I transitioned into a different... This is the best song so far. Apart from that snare. Okay, so we're just doing that again, alright. And there it is. You know I won't be able to resist just dropping everything out forever. The song can't end that soon though, so we're gonna have to build back up. The drums will come back, and we'll probably do a key change, I'm guessing. Oh, here's the bass. Gotta finish on the final crescendo. Gotta send everyone home happy, knowing that these two found love. And fuck the government. Probably arrested, but they didn't care. Let's see. There we go, there's the key change. I like that drum fill, could you tell? This really isn't bad, you know, this is okay. I'm pleasantly surprised. The concept works, I've managed to, I think, convey it for the most part in the music. I use those spoken word parts that are kind of cheating, but... And the music itself is okay, it's pretty good. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I actually liked that, I actually enjoyed that. That was actual music, sort of. I don't think it would be very passable from an actual pro, but from an amateur. And there I go, put the splash card at the end again. That was alright. That was genuinely okay. I'm flabbergasted, guys. I'm flabbergasted. But delighted at the same time. That was pretty good. Ugh, okay. So, that's all this video is going to be. Very tired me. It's currently 6:30 AM. Illness is having me struggling to sleep, so I don't really fancy spending ages writing something, recording something, editing something. I just wanted something to keep the channel ticking over, something that I could do that would be fairly quick, not too much, well, no writing at all, not too much editing. And yeah, hopefully this video was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you want to watch some much better videos that have had much more effort and hours put into them, check out the Exploring the Concept playlist on my channel. Those are the ones that I put all the effort into. For now, I've been Royston Charmaine. You've been whoever you are. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you for another video, hopefully, sometime soon. Peace.